Hey everybody, this is MyCollectables coming back with another video. This video is all about preparing for this possible Star Wars week that we have coming up right now for potential big drops, maybe Vader, we don't know, but it's going to be really exciting. So I wanted to make a video just to give you some tips and pointers, about how to prepare for this week and how I'm preparing. Now, if you like my videos, you can hit like on them. That would be great. You can also subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this, including a video I'll probably do later this week. Once we get announcements of whatever drop we're getting, I'll definitely do price breakdowns and all that kind of stuff. So look for that because I'll be going crazy if it is Star Wars. And also, like if you want to join the channel as a member, that would be great as well. You get your free drop head NFT. We have our Discord community. The links are in the description for Discord. If you want to join, that would be great. And also Instagram and Twitter, that's where you can follow me. I'll follow you back. The links are in the description. We can talk about more stuff there and more announcements and all that kind of stuff. It'll be great. So anyway, like I said, this week is supposed to be probably the big drop for Star Wars. It's May 22nd right now, 2022. We'll see what happens, but let's get into it. Let's talk about how you can prepare and what you can do, in your mind and also in Vivi, right? So the number one point I want to make at the start is just to control your fear, right? Okay? Don't panic sell all of your best stuff in preparing for a drop that we don't even know what it is yet. I see a lot of stuff in the marketplace with people trying to liquidate certain items in preparation for a potential drop. We don't even know what it is, right? So I would just wait for an announcement. If you are planning on selling some stuff, you could probably do it then. You're going to have to really liquidate it because there's going to be a lot of people doing the same thing. So I personally am not selling any of my really best stuff for this drop, whatever it's going to be, or multiple drops. We don't know yet, right? So I would just, try to control your fear of missing out. Now remember, once these items drop in the app, everybody, they're going to be there forever. So there's potential for you to go and get them, afterwards, even if you don't get them on the drop, right? Because this could be a really hard drop to get, whatever it's going to be. So we don't even know yet. So anyway, control your fear a bit. Don't panic. It's all good. We have lots of time, right? That's my first point. My second point is definitely go for the drop. Never tell me the odds, right? Because you could actually get something if it's like the Thor drop, or say it's Vader and it's all like how the Thor one is. If you could get the secret rare on that on the drop, amazing, right? So go for the drop for sure. And then also whatever it's going to be, make sure you're in the marketplace after. I know sometimes it's hard to snipe, but you can really go in there and try to get something because you could get lucky. So I would always go for it, no matter what. And, if it's really expensive, like say it's a drop and they give us it's a really expensive drop, you can decide whether or not you want to go for it. But I would definitely go for this one, right? No worries of all. That's what I'm doing for sure. And then jump in the market after. So like I said right here, it's either do or do not on this type of thing. So when you have potential of big drops like this coming, you have to decide whether you're going to go for them or not. And I would either say do or do not. So like you either go all in and you get some, a stash of gems aside, ready to go. Now I know they instituted the new system where if you did get something on the drop, you don't have to have gems preloaded, but on something of this magnitude, potentially what it'd be, I would have them preloaded. That's just what I'm going to do. But you do what you're going to do. It's totally cool. But you have some stash ready. I have a little stash ready for gem day, for drop day. I know a lot of people probably have way more than I do, and some people probably aren't prepared at all. But we'll see what happens, right? But I always like when there's potential of something coming to have a little stash on the side, just to be sure, and not just for the drop too. There's another point I want to make in just a second, that you want to have some gems handy just in case, because a lot of stuff happens around stuff like drops like this. There's a lot of opportunities that could present themselves to you, right? So let's go on to the next point right here. This is the way. You can see I'm using all my Star Wars quotes. I love using Star Wars quotes, but this is the way, everybody. So decide what you're going to go after early is the other thing. So once they make the announcement, check it out, watch the videos, watch the video I'm going to do if it's Star Wars. I'm going to go nuts. And, watch everybody, decide which one you want to go after and why, and then have that as your focus or whatever. And stick to it, right? Because this is the way, this is what you want to do. You want to have a plan going in. Maybe even have price points you want to go for, but of course, you could throw it all out the window at some point because we don't know. I mean, if it is what I'm thinking, it could be like a Darth Vader. We don't even know what the price is going to be like potentially. I have to see the numbers, but I'll be doing prediction videos on that for sure. But decide what you're going to go after early. Get a frame of thought, and then kind of try to stick with that. That would be my recommendation. That's what I'm going to be trying to do on any kind of big drop. And it doesn't have to be just Star Wars like this. This could be any big drop coming up in the future. This is sort of my template of how I get my mind ready for these kind of weeks, right? Okay, so let's go on to the next one right here. And like I said, stay on target, all right? So this is another thing I wanted to talk about having those gems, right? So like if you have like a plan that you're doing right now, like say you're going after all the, uncommon, the ultra rare comic book covers, right? So stay on target too, right? Don't completely abandon your plan and have those gems set aside, because what's going to happen is you keep an eye on the market, before the announcements that are coming up. Like right now, there's great deals, but when an announcement gets made, check out the market, because you have other things in mind. You're going to get some probably great opportunities. And then of course, after the drop as well. So before and after a drop happens and people are on there clamoring to buy stuff, they're going to be trying to sell some stuff too. You could really pick up some stuff. You stay on target of your previous plan or whatever plan it is you're doing. You might be able to also pick up great stuff on the same day as a big drop like Star Wars. So that's what I'm doing. I have some things that I'm looking at, like secret rare comics, and like I'm going after, like if it's this big Star Wars drop, I'm going after it, right? But I'm also keeping my eye on a few of my targets. I have them written down, and if they go below a certain price level, I might jump on them as well, right? Because you can make gains in other ways too, not just on this one big drop. That's the beauty of playing this game, right? So anyway, that's another point for you right there. Let me know what you think. I find your lack of faith disturbing. So this is a point right here. So if you get the drop on if this is a Star Wars drop, like I think it's going to be, like everybody thinks it's going to be, and you sell under retail, I personally think you'd be making a big mistake on this one. Star Wars is absolutely massive, and I would find your lack of faith in the brand disturbing if you think you'd sell it for cheap. But guess what? If you do, that would also be amazing, because people like me are going to go in there and just absolutely clean the floor on whatever is going to be there. I don't care if it's Jar Jar Binks or a Jawa, it's going to get bought up fast, right? So you just do whatever you're going to do. But like I said, anything you get on the drop, you might want to just hold on to it, because in the market, we can really see what the price is going to be. You might not want to sell too early, right? If you're like getting something and you throw it in the market like really quickly, the price might keep going up and up and up. We saw what happened to the comic books, right? People sold secret rares pretty early on that Star Wars comic, and it's way above where a lot of people sold it. So taking profits is nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, I would have a lot of faith if this is a big Star Wars drop. It could be massive, right? So anyway, my last point right here for you, just to help you prepare for the week, is just let go of your hate. No FUD on this one. This is Star Wars week. It's meant to have fun. Now, it's not an official announcement of Star Wars week, not yet, but any minute now, it's imminent. We're probably going to get this announcement, and it's going to be so fun. When else would you get an opportunity like this? First characters of their kind, whatever they're going to be, it could be multiple characters, could be one. I mean, it's going to be absolutely amazing. I'm super stoked about it. Now, if they don't release any Star Wars stuff, it's going to be pretty funny for this video, because this video is not going to be applicable for this week. But this video will be applicable for whenever they do release more, if it's not this week. But I think we all kind of got that sense. This is going to happen, right? I can feel it, and we'll see what happens. And have tons of fun with it, you guys. Like, really go have tons of fun with it. It's going to be fun and awesome, and it's going to be great in the aftermarket to see what's there. It's going to be great on social media. It's going to be great watching videos and live streams. I mean, it's just the best thing you can imagine. So anyway, hope the force is with you on this week. Good luck on the drop. Whatever it's going to be, wait for my video of whatever it's going to be. If it's going to be a Vader or something like that, I'm going to do price predictions, so watch for that as well. And like I said, watch for the other YouTubers and stuff like that. They're going to be giving their thoughts about it. Get conversations going. We'll see what happens, but it's Sunday night. Who knows, right? Let's just have a lot of fun with this one. We'll see you in the next video. We'll see you this week. Happy collecting.